My Life Now is a half-hour podcast show which regularly features reviews of new releases and all-time classics of both traditionally published and self-published books.
Tune in for special guest interviews and, of course, helpful tips to not only write your next book, but also to help market it.
My Life Now is most often referred to as a great way for authors to get quality exposure and avid readers to discover their next read.
Without further delay, here's another stimulating episode of My Life Now.
Welcome back to another episode of My Life Now. Once again, my name is Dallas here. We have another amazing author joining us, Akale. Pleasure to have you here today. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
We're going to be talking about a book that you have written, but before we do, I just want to give you the next couple minutes and let you introduce yourself to the audience, where you're located, tell us about your life, anything that we should know going into this book.
Yeah, my name is Akale. I'm originally from Cameroon, so I'm Cameroonian, and I'm an American now. I've been living here for almost 38 years.
Wow.
So I came here as a young kid to meet my brother, who encouraged me to come and be with him. And I came to a very, very cold place. And I was wondering why people lived here, then found myself living here.
Yeah.
So I came here as a young 20-year-old, and I've been here ever since. I got married here. I had 2 children. My 2 boys, first one's name is 𝐏𝒂𝒔𝒕 Akale, and the second one is Masango Akale. And the person I came to live with, for some reason, his name is Christian, and we are all Christians.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
I got married 1996, got a son in 1997, and my wife passed away 4 years ago. So I am a widower. Is that how you say it? Not a widow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have been living with the memory of her for this while, and I've not been able to get through it. They say, you always say time has a way to heal things.
Right.
But I don't think mine has been healed yet.
Wow. I can't imagine what that would be like. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And I'm sure that there's people who are listening today who can relate to that circumstance. And wow. Well, let's go right into the book. So tell us the title of the book and when did you write this?
The title of the book is The Sojourn. The Sojourn, like everybody knows, I think all of us who come to this world are sojourners.
Yeah.
And we just come here, and like shadows, we are gone. So I chose that title because it was a time in my life, or in the life of the author, of the protagonist,
Right.
that interests me most, where he decided to tell a story of a short time he lived somewhere and how that changed his life.
Yeah. When did you release this book?
I released this book about last year, August. So it's been out there for a year now.
1 year. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple questions about the book. So where did you get the inspiration for this book? So you kind of mentioned a little bit about what started the book, but the content of the book, where did that come from?
Well, I have been an observer since I was very young. And being an observer, you tend to have stories deep inside you that you hope to release one day if you decide to tell the world without the fear of what they will think about you.
Yeah.
Because our stories sometimes are hidden and taken with us because we want them to be kept with us. So with my ability to be able to observe and keep those memories inside me with my experiences, I was encouraged by my wife to write those stories that I had been telling her.
Yeah.
Because I was a storyteller to her.
The book kind of starts out with a friend's death. Why did you start the book off like this?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And when I read the question, I was like, oh, that's quite a thought. I am somebody who goes by instincts. And when I started this particular book, it was almost during the COVID era. And there was a lot of death all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's a story that when I wanted to reveal to the world, I thought I would start it by telling what prompted me to go back in memory.
Yeah.
And think about things that I had been wondering how to bring to this world. So it was the many people would say when you're writing a book, you want to write something that would catch people.
Yeah.
And want to make them feel like, oh, should I read this book from the first line, or does the first line discourage me? I didn't mean it that way. It was instinctual. Yeah.
Going a little bit deeper into the book, you mix some past and present. Tell us a little bit more about this. Why did you write it in this way? And what were you trying to tell the audience through that mix?
Yeah, it's a past and I wanted to write the book this way because I wanted to tell it like a story that happened. I did not want to write the book like a situation where I had planned and made a plan of how a book is written. I wanted it to be natural, to come out naturally. And if you read the book, there are many instances where the protagonist would be talking about something, and suddenly some stream of consciousness takes him back to where he did not know.
Right.
That was the story that was bringing him to where he was. So the past and the present, I always think that we as human beings live our present with some past. And sometimes what we do with that present depends on the kind of past we decide to bring to our present. And if we try to bring the present where we have carried everybody's water, our present would be heavy. And our present suddenly becomes a past. And if you live a present that is heavy from a past, it means you are going to live a future that is heavy from your present.
That's good. That's good. I've heard people say before, are your memories bigger than your dreams? If we're focused on the past, it'll affect the future. Yeah. And so hindsight's always 20/20. We know that.
There are some pasts that should be taken with you, but there are some pasts that you have to recognize that time is independent. Yeah, it matches on. So if you want to take that past that box your present, then you're doing it a detriment to your own self.
Yeah. How much of your own life and experiences do you think bled over into the writing of this book?
As a writer, I think I will talk about myself, but I have read a little bit about the old English writers who wrote from their experiences, though they were literal writings, or how do you say, fictional, literal fictions, I would say. They have experiences that bleed into what they are telling the world. And I would say my book has something to do with my experiences. Yeah. And those experiences bled into the book a lot. And they have been bleeding to the way I tell my stories.
November year 1095, Pope Urban II ignited the passions of the princes of Europe with his fiery sermon and a call for the holy war against the Saracen Turks. Inspired by this cause, Sir Rodrigo, a young knight from Castile, set out to join the crusade, but an unexpected encounter challenged his beliefs and leaves him determined to uncover the truth. Throughout his fateful journey, his unrelenting quest for truth will test his very faith in God.